So real quick for you for MATIC, it's a whopper of a chart. I've charted it before, have kind of pointed at incredible moves. Like, this is insane what it has done. I was in the range, and the range was like, you know, 350%, was chopping, and how it whooped here over 14x. Crazy, right? Incredible. Obviously there is a reason why MATIC is so good, and we've had that bottom here, and that was a move of 300%. It's given higher lows on the monthly. Now, just something as well, it's just probably for anybody out there that is looking at this and thinking, wow, you know, this moved, whatever. Or anyone that is thinking about trading, what, like, when you look at a higher time frame, month or week, just do yourself a favor, all right? Because I've posted so many brilliant charts on the weekly, and I showed the potential, and I said, guys, this is given a brilliant buy signal. We can drop lower from here, but on the weekly chart, it's given you a brilliant entry. Okay, it can retest, keep an eye on it. Of course, there's invalidation, but if you are not a day trader, this is a brilliant setup. Okay, stop looking at hourly charts and checking in every single day on that investment. Put notifications on, put those notifications on for lower levels, for your invalidation, and then make a decision. This isn't going to move in a day 14x. This is a monthly chart, right? I'm working, and I swear I'm going to finally get that thread out to you, because it's something I think it's going to speak 1,000 words. I want to get it out as soon as possible. I want to show you how long it takes and what it takes for a coin to make that 100x. What am I? Yeah, sorry, that's 14x.
Yeah, I agree with you, Marta. I mean, fundamentally, their development of their zero knowledge sidechain is going to be absolutely massive for Polygon. It's going to be huge. So there's going to be a lot of enterprise interest because of its zero knowledge. You know, for enterprise, the idea of, well, secrecy and data privacy is very important for them. They don't want any random Joe being able to see where they spend unreceived money. You know, and Polygon it markets itself very well, so it's well known. You know, compared to other zero knowledge solutions, yeah, MATIC is going to be massive. It's going to have a really good run by the end of the next bull market. I'm very confident of
that. That's not 14x, Les. Is that? If that's, this is 3.
Almost 15x, yeah.
Is that not 140? Why am I looking at this and questioning my maths here right now? Because if this is 5x, let's say, 400%. 10x.
Okay.
No, that would be nearly 15x. But anyways, look, guys, this is crazy, obviously. Crazy. 14x. Crazy again, but just something again, just to note, this is a monthly candle, right? And it looks a monthly chart, and it looks amazing here on the monthly chart. If it drops, okay, the span between this candle and this candle is going to be much higher if you were to go in into the weekly or daily. Stop driving yourself insane. If you're making an investment for years to come with that conviction in mind, you don't look at an hourly chart. You zoom out. You look at the potential, look where everything is and all the indicators out there, obviously taking macro into consideration, right? So we are aware that possibly there is a possibility of market crash, there is a possibility of market turning, but we just can't predict it. We don't know, like, you know, it could actually surprise everybody and anybody. Wasn't there more money printed the other day again? So, you know, may it last. But I want to go into the weekly because weekly is a very interesting chart in terms of, you know, it's something, like I said, I took from and I learned from Groot. Definitely give him a follow. So on the weekly, guys, 8 and 21 EMA. Brilliant strategy to, I'm not going to cover it now again. I've done it last week on few charts. Go back. Choppy, choppy, chop. Staying within a range. And boom. It crossed that. And look at that. That's what I said. It usually gives you that sort of a retest, right? And MATIC did come back down and gave a retest here on the weekly. Touch that. You could have put your bids there and have your bags filled there, right? That's not to say that you're not going to get another chance, because it could possibly, it came up to the golden pocket here from this move from the lower. That's usually a level where, like, you know, some money is being taken off the table and we could be retesting back again. And depending on the strength of the market, we might be seeing, we might be seeing this roll lower, or else finally get above this level and give us, you know, conviction that we are going higher. So 178 would be somewhere I'll be looking at for this to finally show that complete reversal. So look, it gave across here, it retested here. It's kind of rolling lower now, but I want to show you then as well other indicators, what it's telling us. So the 50 EMA was very, very flat. The 8 and 13 have kind of fanned out. So like I said, you can come back down and retest that level again. It will depend, you know, on the strength of the market, but it might not. It might just come back down to the half the channel here, about $1, which is a very like psychological level again to keep an eye on. Put those bids there for it. I think MATIC is an amazing, amazing asset, and you cannot just, you know, if you are lost in what to invest in, I think MATIC would be at the very, very top, at least of the maybe my first 10 coins to look into for long-term investment. I'm being asked constantly what I'm looking at, and guys, there are so many amazing coins. It's so hard to kind of say, oh yeah, this is only it. But I think if you do your homework on this, if you see the potential, you'll agree that, you know, it's definitely one to consider. So this is on the weekly time scale. Where, like, you know, where you're looking at even here. Fair enough, it came up here, you know, we're seeing the orange. Like I said, potentially will roll down. Stay above that dollar, and even if it rolls lower, look how well it was holding, you know, those levels. The whole, all the way from like even after Bitcoin dropped, it came up and reversed all the way here, July 2022. And it held on to this level for how long? That's a sign of like accumulation and strong, you know, bag packing level for me. Unless, like I said, market totally pukes, everybody is going to be unloading those bags if we lose this level, and we'll be rolling lower. These are the two scenarios you have to take into consideration. Right now, you know, MATIC, most likely you might see lower. If not, you can play it two ways, guys. You can either wait for it to come and retest, or wait, like there's no need to be buying right now either. But I've been saying it since Bitcoin has been in around 16,000. DCA. Start buying slow. I think every single stream I've been bloody repeating myself like a broken record. Small bags, break down that investment and start buying, because then you're not going to miss out. And look what happened. Market basically ripped, and look how many people were on sidelines and are sitting there with their monies. And that's actually back to when we were talking, Milky, about the Bitcoin. There are so many people, so it will be interesting to see, because there are so many people that have been left on the sidelines. They haven't done nothing. They haven't bought yet because they were expecting Bitcoin to come down to 12,000 or lower, and they didn't buy, and they have crazy amount of cash sitting on the sideline, and they're still waiting for either lower or Bitcoin to break above 25. So that means they're going to be buying much higher much higher than the average, you know, than the opportunity was there. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be very interesting now to see where Bitcoin goes from here, and how retail and those investors are going to react that basically missed out on that, you know, parabolic move basically from the 15,000s higher. So that's it. I mean, I don't know what else could I possibly say here about Matic. I might just go into a smaller time frame, because for me it's clear you're gonna get a chance. There is a big look. Yeah, for now, definitely try, and this is a 10-hour. I like the 10-hour because it's interesting for traders how actually it's very near the 50 EMA and can really trade it off the 50 EMA. And we've, after coming up to it, to retest it. So guys, anywhere from here down to that dollar, keep looking for your entries, or wait for it to either come around here, see what the market is like, how much strength is there in cryptocurrency, and put those notifications on, and either decide on buying here, or wait for even lower levels, or wait for it to break above. That's for me, really, you know, looking in around the dollar mark for buying opportunities. There's this green vector candle here, but that's a 10-hour. Yeah, so that's just below the dollar here. Like, I mean, a very interesting level to buy.